something different today. I'm not doing any readings because I don't have that much. I mean, I don't really got that much time. So I'm gonna do this instead. Let me set up my other phone because then I could be killing. Well, I don't want to kill anything, but I could be nipping two birds with one stone. So I'm going to get, this phone is about to die, but that is not the right thing. What do I want to do, YouTube or Facebook? Hey, TikTok. Hey, y'all, hey, y'all. Jade, baby, what's up with it? I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today. I do need to charge my phone. Let me just clear and close out all of these apps. I know my phone's about to start going crazy. Do I want to put this on YouTube? Do I want to put it on Facebook? I think I might do Facebook. Oh my God, my phone's about to go crazy. I just connected it to Wi-Fi, so it's about to go crazy. I will share this live. That's what I'll do. I'll share it to YouTube. I'll share it to Facebook. I'll get on YouTube. How about this? So I will be live on YouTube and TikTok because I want to share something with y'all about healing and the ability to be able to heal yourself. How to heal yourself is basically what I want to talk about. But it's not just how to heal yourself. It's about regulating your emotion when you feel emotions of inadequacy. That's what I want to talk about. So we're going to talk about hold on. For some reason, it didn't allow me to connect to YouTube. Let me connect to YouTube on my other phone, y'all. Give me a second. If it don't connect, then we're not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go to another platform, so it's not trying to allow me to connect. So we will go to Facebook instead. Because for whatever reason, YouTube is tweaking. So, nope. It's something wrong with this phone. I have no idea what it is. This one tends to work very fine. So I'm going to wait for a few more y'all to come on in, and then I'm going to start teaching this thing. Okay, so now we live on Facebook. Okay, so we live on Facebook and TikTok. I'm just going to go ahead and start. I've already written on my board. I'm not going to do a reading. I have readings to upload. I will do that. But this is where I wanted to start at. You know, today is Wednesday. So today is Wednesday. It's that. I don't know what that is. So today is Wednesday. Wednesday is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is ruled by communication and understanding. To understand how to communicate, you have to be willing to what? Understand. You have to be willing to understand. Willing to understand, which requires, you'll hear a lot of spiritual people say, understand, right? Or understanding, right? Understanding, okay? So, one of the things I want to talk about today is a form of Reiki that you can basically do on yourself. And this Reiki is just Reiki that you can use to control the solar plexus, right? And I do understand that today is, I don't think solar plexus is ruled by anything, but because I do have on yellow, I feel like this is perfect for me to be able to talk about this, okay? So the solar plexus, where can I write this? So the solar plexus, right? The solar plexus is your empowerment. It's where your confidence is. And we typically link confidence to our value, right? Our value, empowerment, the word power, right? So this is an arrow, by the way, sorry. Right? So when we get triggered by certain things, when things trigger us, right? When things trigger us, we need to have the ability to understand or understand why they're triggering us. Where you're more than likely gonna feel these feelings of being undervalued or not having confidence. Feel these feelings of being undervalued or not having confidence. Feel these feelings of being undervalued or not having confidence. Feel these feelings of being undervalued or not having confidence. I'm always freezing. TikTok's always freezing me. What mirror? I can move it closer. Oh, you know what I can do? I could probably pull this down. How about that? Is that better? What mirror? Okay. Is that better? It's some shady shit going on in behind your back. Okay, cool. Yay! Okay. So now I got the blinds closed. Y'all can see it a little better. Okay. Right? So, okay, again, communication. Today, Wednesday is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is about communication and the willing to understand, right? It's also ruled by Gemini and Virgo energy, right? So Gemini and Virgos are the signs that are about communication and understanding. Understanding in the spiritual community, people always talk about what? Understanding. Understanding is the ability to understand self, the inner part, right? And these feelings, because this is what I've been seeing in the collective a lot lately. So what I've been seeing in the collective a lot lately is that people are regaining their power from being devalued or being attacked in areas where they should be confident at, right? Elizabeth on Facebook said, what are we learning today? This is what we're learning today. I hope you can see it. Okay, so I hope you can see it, okay? So this is one of the things, and I literally did this on my way over here. This is what I did on my way over here. When I got here, I was like, I had to focus. I had to rechannel some energy that I was feeling here in my stomach because I realized that people, how they view me or how they see me will make me feel like I'm not valued enough, right? It devalues me, which then affects my confidence and my ability to feel empowered within myself, right? And so the solar plexus or our stomach is where we feel those feelings. Like when you get nervous, when you're like, ooh, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can step out on faith. I don't know if this is something that I feel confident in doing, right? Even right now while I'm speaking to you, I'm still feeling that, like you can tell, like my breath is changing just a little bit, right? Because I'm like, ooh, let me hurry up and give them this knowledge. And I hope I also remember what it is that I'm trying to say. So one of the things that I did in the car on my way here is that I literally had to I was thinking about something in a particular interaction with an individual that made me feel like I wasn't valued in this person's life. And I had to remember to myself that just because that person did not value me doesn't mean that I don't have any value, right? Just because what I was trying to create within a connection with someone does not take away from who Kendra is, right? And so how I was able to basically gain control of the situation is that I had to focus on my breathing, right? And so focusing on my breathing, I went directly to the source of where I felt those negative emotions at, right? So I felt it right here in my gut, which made me feel like, damn, you know what I mean? It kind of had me fucked up. So I focused my attention right here to that feeling where I felt it in my body. And I decided to speak to that part of my body that made me feel like, was I not? Before I even started, before you start going down that spiral of questioning yourself and wondering if you were good enough in that connection or in that space or that moment, I literally immediately started telling myself I literally had to tell myself it didn't matter if that person didn't value me, because that doesn't take away from who Kendra is, right? That however that person chose to reciprocate or non-reciprocate didn't take away from who I was. But so that will be the Reiki or the science behind the solar plexus, is that communicating, right? The communication from the brain to the body, which is a form of Reiki, to that particular area where it made me feel less than or where I felt weak at, is how I was able to regulate myself again or regain confidence. And it wasn't so much just the conversation of like, oh, it doesn't matter how that person sees me, but that doesn't take away from who Kendra is, right? So that experience doesn't take away from who Kendra is. That particular connection that I tried to nurture and the fact that it was not reciprocated doesn't take away from the experience of it, right? Because even in the midst of the experience of the connection or trying to build a connection, right, it didn't mean that I was powerless, right? It didn't mean that I was powerless. And it's okay. And also, this is another thing, right? When we talk about releasing, when we're using moon cycles to gain new insight or regenerate ourselves or to release certain things, we do have to accept that even in those moments when we're trying to regain confidence, it's okay to tell ourselves, I didn't feel so confident, right? It's okay to tell ourselves that. It's okay to say, you know what, that didn't make me feel so confident, that didn't make me feel so good, but the empowerment that you will feel from it is when you take your power back by stating and telling yourself, you know what, that's okay, right? Like literally acceptance and allowing yourself to say, because you don't want to have a negative positive experience. And what I mean by a negative positive experience is that you can't say, oh, it doesn't matter. No, you do need to tell yourself, it does bother me. I don't like that, right? And then also being able to focus on the particular area and where it's affecting the body. So if it's affecting the throat, right? If it's affecting your throat chakra, you can say, it's hard for me to, right? And you can even tap, because tapping helps as well, right? It's a form of Reiki. It's a form of healing healing yourself, right? So you can tap if it's your solar plexus, if you're having issues with being confident, if you're having issues with being, of feeling powerful or feeling those feelings of empowerment, right? You can tap the area on the body. That way your brain is understanding what area you're trying to regulate, what chakra we're trying to open, right? So that we don't block that particular chakra, right? And by saying, you know what, it's okay that I didn't feel confident in that space, because it does not take away from who I am, right? And even now, when I'm speaking and I'm doing this live, you hear my voice breaking. Because I normally don't do content like this. I normally don't get on live and do stuff like this. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna create a new experience today. And it is new for me to do this, right? But I do notes like this all the time. So if you ever booked a reading with me, especially my divine mediumship readings, this is what I do in my divine mediumship readings. I write everything down. I have a notebook. I keep notebooks. So when I do my readings, I go over things like this with people, and then we talk about ways and modalities, tools, crystals, candles, whatever like that they can use to create the energy that they're looking for or whatever they feel like they're missing, right? So I was like, I'm gonna do this on TikTok today. I think instead of doing cards, because we always do cards, we always do tarot readings. But tarot readings are cool, but also being able to teach people how to ultimately be able to heal is better. Because I can tell you who's in your energy. Hey baby, how you doing? I can tell you who's in your energy all day long. But if I don't, look, a Virgo reading just popped up. It says, you're the person, what is the tarot reading called? You're this person's dream come true. Okay. Maybe somebody needs to hear this, right? But we can tell people as readers, right? For those of you who are here, I know Sarah's a reader. I know Empress, you're a reader as well. We can tell people who's in their energy all day long. But if this person, just imagine when we talk about these certain connections, these soul connections that people get tied into, whether they're karmic or divine in whatever kind of way, we can tell people about these people who are in these people's energy all day long. But if we don't work on teaching people how to clear their blockages so that they can experience connections that fit them better, right? Are we really doing them? Are we really doing justice? Because that's what I feel like a lot of times, that's why readers keep repeating themselves, and collectively we all keep picking up on the same energy, and the energy, it takes a while for it to shift because we all keep kind of replaying that same narrative over and over and over again. But right, they're not even trying to get connected with their spirit guides. But also people are not clearing those blockages that they need. Clearing blockages so that they can relieve themselves from this energy, right? So a Taurus reading just popped up. It says, Taurus, you won't believe your potential. Okay? So this Reiki and understanding or understanding, again, like we use this verbiage in the spiritual community, when we understand places where we didn't feel valued, right? Where we were, I'm going to say devalued, places where we felt devalued, places where we did not feel confident, places where we did not have empowerment. What happens is the readings keep repeating themselves, right? The energy keeps being repetitive because we're not teaching or allocating the resources to understand or communicating effectively to understand or have understanding why, you know what I'm saying? Why value is not being placed. For one, the collective has to place value on themselves. Even if that connection is not going the way that you want it to, right? And that's why devalued detachment is so needed, right? You can't keep watching the same readings and allowing, or the same energy, because just imagine if we stop tuning into these readings with these people that hurt us, right? If we stop tuning into these readings, these energy shifts of people that hurt us, guess what? Then the energy shifts. But collectively, that's something that we have to experience, right? Collectively, we have to be in the space of agreeance to say, okay, look, we're not taking this shit no more. I literally have a reading that I have yet to upload because I just recorded it prior to me getting on here to do this. But the reading that I did But the reading that I did was a channeled song that we're not gonna take it. No, we're not gonna take it, right? We're not gonna take it anymore. So it was like this, but that was from our spiritual team. So our spiritual, hey Jazz, how you doing? I'm on Facebook too, you guys. So I'm on TikTok and I'm on Facebook. But that channel song was for the spirit from your ancestors and your spiritual team that was saying, look, we're not gonna take this shit anymore, right? The people who are connected to the 3D so heavily that have been projecting this energy that has been attacking those in the spiritual community's confidence, that has been making you feel devalued because you're different, that's been helping you to, I want to use the word eliminating. So we'll even say this, eliminating your empowerment because of their belief system, right? And so all of these things affect the solar plexus. Well, guess what? If you don't feel empowered, if you don't feel confident, and if you don't feel valued, it's going to be hard for you to do what? Create. Now we're at the next chakra, right? Now we're at the next chakra, which is our sacral chakra. If you can't create, then guess what? Then you can't be rooted, which is our base chakra, right? Then you can't be rooted. Then it's hard for you to be able to find that culmination and that balance between your masculine energy and your feminine energy. Because you can try to gain understanding, right, here all day long. You could be receiving downloads all day long. All day long you be receiving downloads. All day. You receive downloads. You could try to understand it. You could try to voice it, right, from your throat chakra. You could even try to feel it in your heart chakra. But guess what? At some point, when it gets to this solar plexus, transmuting that energy is going to be more difficult. Transmuting this energy is going to be a whole lot difficult. Because now, even though you may have the understanding, you've gotten the download, you've seen it, right? Mirror my screen. Okay, let me try doing that. I'm so sorry, you guys. Is that better? Oh yeah, you guys see it better now. I didn't know that. I'm so sorry. Hey, Queen T. Thank you for the follow. Right? So you have the download. Spirits communicated that to you. You're understanding your third eye, you being able to see it, right? Your understanding, which is your inner standing. Your inner standing is you being able to really feel it, right? You can feel it. So you know what's up. You know what's happening, right? And then here, which is we're moving down to our solar plexus, which is our gut, where especially if you have any triggers, any trauma, Lord have mercy, trauma, right? It's going to affect this solar plexus. And the solar plexus affects what? Your ability to feel empowered, should I say, that inner power, which is really a personal relationship into your ability to feel confident and your value, right? And at any point when any of these are being attacked because you have chosen not to detach, right? Because this is a choice. And this is what I was telling my daughter this morning. My daughter is, thank you, Claire, for the follow. My daughter is 7 years old. She'll be 8 next week. And this is something that I'm teaching my daughter at 7, right? So, in the morning, so at night, she has a time that 8 p.m. is when she is supposed to be getting her pajamas ready, getting her shower, getting clothes ready for the next day. Yesterday, her schedule was a little off because she fell asleep. So she's going through a growth spurt right now. So she eats like crazy when she gets out of school, and she slept from like 4 to about almost 10 o'clock yesterday, right? So when she woke up, I was like, well, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Made sure she ate and all that stuff. She ate, had snacks and all this stuff, right? So I'm like, okay, well, it's after 8 o'clock, so you miss your normal schedule, but you still need to make sure that you put on your pajamas because you fell asleep in her school clothes. So I'm like, you still need to make sure you put your pajamas on and get your stuff ready for school. She was like, okay. I took it upon myself to go ahead and get her stuff ready for school for her. So I'm like, all right, so your clothes is laid out, toothbrush, everything is laid out, from socks, underwear, little sports bra, toothbrush, and toothpaste. Everything is laid out. So all she has to do in the morning time is get ready. That's it. If we need to brush hair, then we'll brush hair, right? So this morning, she ended up staying up. Make a long story short, she ended up staying up really late. I told her, I said, make sure you get off the phone at 1, because I know you're going to watch YouTube videos while you're laying in the bed. Make sure you get off the phone at 1. She said, okay. I wake up this morning at 4:27. I'm like, what you doing? She's like, nothing. I said, you still up? She said, yeah. I'm like, okay. I said, you might want to go to sleep because you're going to get up and you're going to school today. So 6:30 rolls around. I'm like, you need to get up. You need to get ready. She was moving really slow. 6:50 come. She got to be at the house by like 7:15. So 6:50 come. I'm like, okay, it's time for you to kick it in gear. I'm like, I told you last night exactly what you were supposed to do. I said, you were supposed to get your clothes ready. I said, I went ahead and got them ready for you. And I told you at 1 o'clock, and you know how to tell time. The phone, she know how to read the time on the phone. I told her at 1 o'clock, she needed to get out the phone. I said, but you chose to stay up to 4:27. So I told her this morning, I said, that's a choice that you get to make. I said, ultimately, you are in control of yourself. I said, I can just tell you things. Now, if you listen to what it is that I'm telling you, things that can be smooth. I said, but ultimately you are in control of yourself, right? And that's just like us with the divine, with the Most High, right? Ultimately, we are in control. So if we're listening to if we hear what the divine is telling us, if we're receiving the downloads, and we're doing the meditating, we're getting the communication from spirit. Spirit is trying to get us to understand so that we can have inner standing, but we still refuse to use the empowerment within ourselves to control the outcome. Guess what happens? We will feel lack of confidence. We won't feel ready, right? We won't feel valued. And guess what? She was butthurt. She was butthurt. She was upset. She was upset that, she didn't go to sleep. She was tired. But I'm like, but I told you exactly what it was that you needed to do. I said, I told you at 1 o'clock you should go to sleep. I told you at 4 something you should go to sleep. Now, what you chose to do with that was on you. And yes, you're still going to school because I gave you the very tools that you needed to have a good day and a productive day, and so that you can get you some sleep, get you some rest. I haven't told her at 6:30. I said, if you get dressed and get ready now, you can lay back down and have at least 45 minutes, right? Her driver, the lady, super cool. She would have waited an extra 5 minutes so she could have brushed her teeth before she headed out the door. But these are the things that the divine teaches. Every time I talk to my child, I always think about it, how the Most High God talks to us and communicates with us. We are given the blueprint or the know-how or, even the communication for us to be able to understand what the Most High is telling us. But it's up to us to be able to use that to make things easier for ourselves. We ultimately are in control to a certain extent, right? Now, granted, when we're dealing with certain connections and things that we've experienced in life, you're going to experience trauma. Things are going to trigger you from said trauma, right? But ultimately, we are given the choice to empower ourselves and to make ourselves confident by the communication that we receive from the Most High, right? Mama Bear, Linda Edwards, what's up? Maria Torres, Mo 99999, Sagittarius in the building. Sagittarius is the spiritual teacher, right? Sagittarius are the spiritual teachers. Sagittarians teach us. Mo has a really great name, by the way. Mo, I feel like Mo's joining this just really solidifies what the divine is saying. Like the signs and synchronicities, if you're a big person on signs and synchronicities, they're always there. 9999. What is that? It's a sign of completing a cycle, right? And the whole point of me being here and revealing this particular information is that we can end the cycle of feeling devalued by detaching, so that we can feel confident and we can be empowered beyond the things that have created trauma and triggers for us, right? And with that Sagittarius energy, I feel like, why does my mouth look so weird on here? Look at this. I'm like lopsided. I don't like this mirror flip thing because it makes my whole mouth look so strange. I feel like my mouth don't look like that. It looks so weird. Anyway, I know my mouth don't look like that, but that mirror flip is not very flattering, child. But anyway, but Sagittarius energy is something that I talk about a lot, especially when I'm doing any reading, when I do readings where I'm teaching. And I said this. She's talking about, you look fine. And I said this because I don't know everybody who was here when I said this the first time. I don't know if everybody who's here right now was in this space when I said this, but when you book my mediumship readings, this is what my mediumship readings look like. Now, I do have a notebook and I can't show you guys exactly some of the stuff because it is personal. They are personal readings for other people, but I just write. That's what I do in your reading. So if you ever book a divine mediumship reading with me, this is what they look like. Okay? I put your name at the top and I just write and I write. Those readings tend to be like an hour and a half to 2 hours long. It's like I increased the price. It was $77.77. Now it's $88.88, or it might be $100. I don't know. But because I do spend at least 2 hours on the phone, right? At least 2 hours on the phone, channeling messages, pulling tarot cards, and we really breaking things down so that when you're done with the reading with me, you can look at all the notes and everything that I went through and everything that I channel in that reading. I write notes. I ask the divine, why did you give me that message? Why did this happen? Right? What does that mean? Why did you give me the color blue? Why did you give me that particular word? And eventually when you look at the notes, it could be like front and back. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time it's about 2 pages, right? And so when you look at it in its totality, you'll be able to see how all of it connects. Okay, so that's my divine mediumship reading. I can't look at the price of it because this phone is dead. My charger's over there in my bag. But this is pretty much what a divine mediumship reading looks like. Okay, it's just basically teaching the person who I'm doing a reading for the root cause of the message. Right? Because that's what this is. We're getting to the root cause of the reason that the divine is communicating something with you. That's using all 7 main chakras. And granted, there's like 100 and something. I think it's like 122 or something like that. Chakras that are in the body. And we're not even talking about the hands nor the soles of our feet. Right? But anyway, so I just wanted to share this with you guys today. Oh, and another reason why I was saying I did this, the reason why I started doing this is because today on my way here, before I got here and got into this space, I literally had to have a conversation with myself to heal my solar plexus, because I thought about something that triggered me, that was a traumatic experience in a connection, and I used this form of what I was calling is Reiki, right? And so I was able to communicate and use breathing techniques to regain confidence, right? Because anytime that we don't feel confident in certain things, whether it be a connection, whether it be a soulmate connection, whether it be in love, and soulmates in love can be friends. It could be platonic, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be just romance, right? But any kind of experiences that we may have had before where it resulted in some type of trauma, right? Things will come up again where it will trigger you, where you may not feel good enough, you may not feel confident enough, you may not feel empowered enough, right? And you're going to feel it right here. There's going to be some type of nervousness in the pit of your stomach, right? Where you're having to detach from spaces or from that connection or that thought, right? Because again, this is about communication. So that thought that you sent from your brainwave to your belly that said, oh, that connection didn't make me feel valued enough. Or in that space, I remember feeling not confident enough, or it hurt me and made me feel some type of way. You know what I mean? So then you respond in a way that is not you operating in a space of feeling very powerful, right? Or you don't have the ability to create an energy of being like, you know what? I can have better relationships. You can't create confidence within yourself if you're holding on to the trauma, right? So breathing and actually being able to communicate to that space, right? To your solar plexus, to your trauma that's triggered in your solar plexus, right? Because that's just the energy that we're focusing on today, that says, you know what? I can be confident that particular connection or that particular relationship does not mean that I don't have any value. It doesn't mean that I don't look good. It doesn't mean that, you know what I mean, that I can't be empowered in other spaces. I should still be able to take up space, right? I should still be able to have good friends or good connections regardless of that particular instance, right? And that's why I have this detachment here, needing to be able to detach from this space of feeling devalued and being able to create confidence, empowerment. That's what the solar plexus is for. Because ultimately, once you have a safe space to create, the root and the foundation is going to be strong. And that means that your divine masculine energy is going to be strong as well. Especially if you're operating in your divine feminine energy, you want your root, your divine masculine energy to be strong as well, so that you can attract people whose divine masculine energy is rooted in strength. Right? Woo! That was good. That was good. I feel good about myself. I do. Any questions? Anybody? I'm gonna get my whose dog? That's a big dog. Are they with somebody? Oh yeah, they're with somebody. So let me get my charger. Hold on, y'all. Let me charge my phone. So I'm happy you're doing the teaching side too, because you're blowing my mind with your knowledge. Yes, thank you. People always tell me that though, because a lot of times this is, and I know you guys don't get to see this a lot on TikTok, for me anyways, because I'm just doing readings. But this is the kind of conversations, and granted they're not written out like this, but this is the type of conversations that I have with people in person. These are the kind of conversations that I have when I do my personal readings. They look like this. And so people always tell me, they're like, you should teach. People have been telling me that for years. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to do something different on TikTok today. I am not going to shuffle. I'm not going to do cards. We're going to break some stuff down. We're going to break some stuff down. And so I think this is kind of going to be like the thing that I do. And I think I'm going to do like thank you, Janet, for the follow. I believe I'm going to do like both. Okay, a combination of every time I say something, this is driving me insane. Because why does it look like that? It's so weird. I don't like it. It's like, I know I got a space in between my teeth. It just looks so off. Anyways. But I want to do like a combination of readings and then just kind of breaking down what Spirit is giving us too. Right? This is the spiritual journey part that makes the readings resonate better. Oh God, yay! I love that. That's awesome. That's good. Good deal. Okay. That's what's up. I love that. I wonder if I could take a picture of this. Can I take a picture of this? I wonder if I could screenshot it. Hold on, let me see if I can screenshot it real fast. Period. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Now, I will do a reading actually, because I do have a little bit of time before I have my meeting at 12:30. So let's do that. I have to retire a deck, you guys, and I'm pretty sad about it. I have to retire this deck because look, you can't shuffle cards with nothing like this. That makes me so sad. I'm so sad. It's so sad. I can't shuffle cards like that. Oh, man. So, anyway. I really like that deck, though. You start shuffling sideways? What do you mean? How do you shuffle sideways? Like this? I mean, that is how I shuffle. I guess I can't so I can't actually, I have to do it like this. Like that. Shuffle them on the sides instead. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I can still use them. They're just fragile. Cause see, I had the, what is that deck called that everybody has? They have like the white girls on there, the Modern Witch Tarot. There's a couple black girls in there too. I don't want to seem like a racist person, but because I'm not. I talk about everybody equally. I talk about everybody equally, so I am definitely not racist, but no cap. Okay. But that's how my other deck was, and I was like, I got rid of it because I was like, I can't do nothing with it. I can't. But yeah, let's see. Let me see, because I don't have anything. I already did the all black decks expensive. They are. They don't play. Listen, we don't play. We be wanting all our coin. And I ain't mad at them. But they are expensive, especially the ones that are on Etsy. Cause I be finding there's so many cool tarot deck cards out there, but they are expensive. Expensive. Yeah. So anyway, I don't have any channel messages. I've already done them. I'm gonna upload them. I tried to make them, girl. I tried to make the readings, the 2 readings that I did this morning, and then I have one more. I have a couple videos. I have a lot of videos, so I will be posting a lot today, this afternoon. But what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. I started thinking about my videos, and this is where I got lost in my train of thought. I was like, I don't know. You know how sometimes when you post content and you know it's meaningful, you just don't know if it's actually meaningful. And then I started second guessing. Do you see how fast the brain works? Because I literally started second guessing, should I upload these videos? Do it really matter to people? Because I was like, they'll get the message from another reader even if they don't get it from me. That's how fast the brain works. I was about to talk myself out of posting that content that fast. Just that fast. Just that fast. That's how fast our brains work. That's crazy. But anyways, I'm still going to post the content. I'm going to post it with confidence. Remember? Post it with confidence. Okay? So anyway, I was saying I didn't have any channel messages because I already recorded the videos. They are like 7 minutes a piece. But they're good and they're entertaining because I'm a very entertaining person. Okay. So let's see what we got out here, y'all. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I'm hearing that Kalani song by Jordan Atund G. I don't know how to say his name. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Hello, Faith. Hey, Pippi. How you doing? Somebody want to have a conversation with you. Are you ready for this conversation, though? Because my Ascension card is in the reverse. I'm good. Thank you for asking. I feel like it's something new, but it may not be new. It may just be something that you have already detached yourself from. It's something that you don't see in the foreseeable future. Now, I don't know if this is a twist for some of you. Like, this is a twist for this person to experience with you. Because the place of reminiscence is in the reverse. So you're not Ascension by Maxwell is on, girl. Shut up. Okay. Hey, P.Y.T. Misha. I want to love you. But the place of reminiscence is literally this space of you, and I'm gonna say this. And I'm not saying this as like this is a bad thing, but I feel like you're in this space where you were at one point holding on to something, and now it's like the thrill is gone or the love is gone. Like, it's just not there no more, right? Maybe you were very okay, I'm trying to describe the feeling to you and be very as actual as possible, because it's like, okay, you were holding on to something nostalgic, and then it was gone. And I feel like part of you detached from it, but there's still a piece of you or part of you that still has something lingers. Let me say that. Because there's a conversation coming in. This could have been something that happens at work or surrounding work. Because that little speaker thing is giving me like work vibes. Right? It's like, oh, you guys can see the cards now, right? The cards are not backwards to y'all anymore. Give me a minute because it's hard for me to figure out this mirror thing. Because y'all used to look at the cards backwards. Hi, Sayute. Okay, so give me a minute because remember, this is my first day flipping the cards around the right way. So at some point, it does feel very weird. This is a message that you're about to receive. You may receive this message while you're at home. Something about all of this stuff being dropped down. Because you see this here. And granted, the coffee house card, I'm sorry. This is so weird, y'all. Hi! The coffee house card is a card of conversation, right? And so there's going to be light shed on a particular conversation. Now, this could be in the break room at work. This could just be, this coffee house for me is a card of conversation. Hey, Queen T. Misha, I was singing earlier. I don't know where you went or you didn't see it, but I want to love you, PYT. Okay. Because I feel like doing it. Who was that dude with Prince? And they used to do that dance. Bum, bum, bum. Morris Day. Lisa talking about you go, girl. I'm not finna play with y'all today on this app. She's talking about you missed me, ain't it? How you doing? I know you over there on the East Coast. I know Sarah. I don't know, Sarah Wild was about to call you Ashley. I know Sarah, you're on the East Coast as well. I hope you guys are doing okay. Because that hurricane is absolutely fucking crazy. So, sending you guys well wishes. Because that ain't nothing to play with, but Lisa, you're in Tampa. Oh my God. Whew. Please do. I pray with you, girl. I know it's a few people. I know it's a few spiritual warriors that are like, we are praying for it to go away. Lisa, I'm praying for you as well. From the biolab fire? Damn. Wow. That's crazy. Well, I hope the three of you guys are safe. Stay safe. How about that? I hope you stay safe. Okay? Did it just get brighter in this room all of a sudden? I feel like it got brighter. Like really, it's like getting really bright. It's so weird. Okay. Come on. Come to Texas. It's very packed. Traffic is all the time. Traffic is all the time. It's very hot in the summer. And the bugs is big as shit. Other than that, it's a cool place. Yeah, right? I did say that. Okay, so Okay, back to the coffee card. Because there's some type of light that's being shed on a particular situation. I don't know if someone violated someone's space or someone's place. Like someone that could have violated your place. And I don't know if this place is a physical place or someone violated or they violated your place. Like this place could be your mental. Right? Home, because I'm getting home is where the heart is. So I don't know if someone just violated your physical being, because the home feels more like your 3D realm. This is in scopes to your 3D realm. She said 2023, I convinced my kids we were moving to Texas. I was so ready. She said another Georgia, basically. I'm sure. I've never really been outside of like the Atlanta airport and the downtown Atlanta area, so I don't know. I've been to the airport twice. I had a layover there for like 8 hours last year, and then oh, look at that butterfly. And then I went to y'all, hold on, why that plane flying like that? That is so weird. Oh, I think it's a helicopter. It looks so weird. It was literally like flying like at an angle. It was like flying like this. It just looked so weird. But I went to downtown by Hooters, and I got me something to eat at that little chicken spot down there in Atlanta. And then my Uber driver, he was really cool. So he drove me around. He didn't charge me for shit. And then I ate at that little spot, and then I went back to the airport and I slept upstairs in the international park where everybody sleep at, and then I went back to Minnesota. That's before I moved back down here though. But okay, let me reel it in because I need to get through this reading. It's 11:11. It's 11:11. Okay. All right, so this conversation that's coming in is about how somebody either violated your personal space, something that you were comfortable with. I feel like either it's like your mind, it could be your space, it could be your room. It could be a conversation where somebody was like, oh yeah, we had maintenance come in and, unfortunately we can't do something or something like that. I feel like there's something that went downhill or something went down, because the elevator card here is in the reverse. But something that you were preparing for, or you were preparing for something to go downhill. I feel like on the negative, because I feel like there's two aspects to this, right? I feel like maybe you're thinking about something that's going to end up being negative, or maybe you experienced something negative. It prepared you for some type of negativity, possibly. Because my kitchen card is all about being prepared for something. But there's something to do with these lights. It almost looks like different. If you look at this card, it almost looks like different little. Let me show y'all up close. This is so weird, y'all. I'm trying to get used to it. If you look at it really closely, I know they kind of look all the same, but keep looking at it. Okay? If you focus on this one right here, I literally saw like a little fat Buddha in there. And then it looked like this was a different goddess, and then a different deity, and then a different one, and a different one. And they just all look so different. This could literally be a conversation that somebody wants to have with you about your spirituality or your deities, or the fact that maybe they didn't think very highly of you, or they felt like because of what your spiritual beliefs are, Because the Knight of Swords is here in the reverse. So whatever, based on your spiritual abilities or your spiritual path, somebody didn't believe that you were going to go anywhere. Wow. This kitchen card is giving me like altars now. Look at the candles in the back. You see the candles? I'm trying to, y'all, it's so weird, this mirror thing. Okay, there you go. Now you can see the candles. Well, I hear that Harry Potter song, that, you know that little song that they play on Harry Potter? I know I don't have the right key to sing it. Now I'm hearing that song, that PYT by Michael Jackson. I'm literally hearing that in my head. I'm channeling a few different things here, and I'm sorry that I'm all over the place, because this could be a conversation about love is what I'm picking up on. Hold on, y'all. Let me do this little puzzle piece thing. I'm hearing this, and I know this is random. Somebody was guaranteed love. If you do anything spiritual for work, the person that you had a connection with, I feel like you disconnected from them because the nostalgia card is here in the reverse. But the person that you have or you had a connection with, you've detached yourself from the connection, and this person knows that you either do spiritual things. You could do spiritual things for work, or you could just have an altar. You could believe in different spiritual things, angels, ancestors. I'm hearing even down to cremation. Somebody did not think that you were going to go anywhere, or almost like you weren't. And I feel kind of sorry for saying this, because I feel like I want to cry. This person made you feel like you were not worthy of love. But this person literally, like, they basically said, or they thought, or they told other people, like, you're not loved because of your spiritual beliefs. They made you feel like you weren't lovable because of your spiritual beliefs. And this solely is what I'm hearing has to do with your spiritual gifts. Wow. Then now for others of you, I'm seeing you be released from some type of something, but it feels like maybe short notice that you're being released from something. This could be some type of program. This could be something surrounding work. I don't know if this is another company that you've been working with. This could be like a Bath and Body Works, something where they sell like soaps, candles, something like that. Soaps, candles, lotions. I don't know if you do any marketing or advertising for them. You could also be, like you craft something at work and you're going to have a conversation about this. But this is like preparing you for something. This is preparing you for something new. Oh, well, shit. It's bad. What is this preparing you for, because this elevator card is in the reverse. Emperor. If you're released from some type of program, this program can literally just be a way of thinking. We have house, home, and kitchen. And then I'm hearing a vertical transfer. And I know that the elevator card is in the reverse, but this is literally taking you to a place of like peace. Like there's something that's being resolved around a program or a home, because you're meant to be the emperor. Like you're meant to be in charge. This almost feels like somebody getting released from like a job or something like that. Damn. 8 of Cups, 2 of Wands in the reverse. I feel like if there is a release from something, it's because it was holding you back. It was basically keeping you stuck in like an old way of doing things. You don't really like that shit. That's not where you're really supposed to be. High Priestess is here, and you know that. The programming itself could literally just be the fact that it's a programming of your brain and how you were wired to think like, oh, I need to have that. I'm supposed to be there. That's supposed to work out for me. Like, no, Page of Cups is here. Page of Moons, but essentially it's the Page of Cups. Like, no, that's not how it's supposed to be. You're bigger. You're more than that. And that's what the divine is saying here. Tell me why this 8 of Pentacles is here with the Coffee House Cup. 5 of Swords is here in the reverse. This is happening because Spirit wants you to be able to clear something up for you, but it's to clear your way of thinking. This direct communication and or conversation is giving you a way to be able to see things clearly. Spirit wants you to be able to see things clearly. It's something about names. It could be names. They could give you names on a list, or people, or they could be telling you the people that were involved in regards to this, where it's literally because they're literally showing me like names on a list, and you're gonna be like, oh, so these are the people involved in doing this. But it's gonna bring you clarity, because I'm hearing brought. So this may have already happened for some of you, where it's gonna, like, I don't know if this moment is gonna be like a moment of clarity, or you're going to understand why something happened like this, but it's being brought to you for you to receive clarity. But there's names on a list. And I don't know how this is going to resonate with everybody. But I feel like this is an ancestor that's trying to teach you something. They're trying to show you something. And then telling me that this ancestor, they're saying page. So this ancestor is young. They could have been young when they passed away, or they're just a lot younger than your other spiritual team, your other spiritual guides. Right? And this is a person who's younger, who passed away, who navigates you in this, from the spiritual realm, in this 3D realm. And so what they're doing is they're trying to show you a way of doing things. Tell me more about this 5 of Swords and this person that's helping the collective navigate this. Knight of Stars. They're helping you to create a vision, is what I'm hearing. 8 of Swords is here in the reverse too. Okay. So this person wants you to be able to, they want to eliminate something so that they can create a better vision for you. Somebody was young when they passed away. Something is going to happen all of a sudden. Either all of a sudden you're going to get it, or all of a sudden it's just going to make sense. Because I feel like something is not making sense to you at this time, or it wasn't. And all of a sudden it's going to make sense. Now, again, this could literally pertain to love, where you don't know why this happened. You don't know what spirit was trying to prepare for you, or what was being prepared for you, and everything that you thought was actually happening against you was actually spirit preparing you for something greater. I'm hearing the next level. Especially if we're talking about a lover, then this is, and you're operating in this divine Empress energy. Excuse me, it's only right that you meet somebody who is a divine emperor. I feel like that's what this is. That's what we're talking about. My right eye keeps jumping. And I don't know if you've been off of love, because even while I was saying that, I kept hearing no love. But it was almost like as if I felt like I knew exactly what I was talking about, but somebody was telling me no, and then they were saying it's love at the same time. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it just seems very confusing. Okay? Love can be really confusing for you right now. Page of Stars energy right here. Just like the Page of Pentacles. That's because something new is being presented. Ooh, this Fool card energy. With the Tower right here. I'm sorry, this mirror flip shit is weird. I feel like you're being prepared to go back to something. And I don't want to say go back, because that may be triggering for you. But you're being prepared to, let's say the word revisit, someone that you cared about. Because Spirit literally... he better come correct too. You're being prepared. And they're literally showing me like me sitting down here and like carefully, because I always use my laptop to prop up my phone. All right? I always use my laptop to prop up my phone. Okay? So they're showing me like me setting my laptop down very gently and being like, okay, what is it that you have to say? What did you want to? It is nice, right? It's just the baseball field, but it is nice. Okay. Tarot cards seems to be a really big thing in this particular energy right now. I literally heard tarot cards. Tarot cards. Tarot cards. That's what I heard. Tarot cards. Why is that like that? Okay. Let's continue. Give me something with this falling backwards in this Tower moment and what that means. As soon as this Five of Cups, Five of Moons energy laid down, this is so weird. As soon as this card laid down, I literally heard that song, Are You Still Down by Tupac. Are you still down? The Eight of Wands, the Eight of Wands. Communication is coming in fast. I also get this energy of either you or this person gathering up the strength to be like, okay, let's try. She said, go ahead on that. You or this person gathering up the strength to either give this, I'm hearing, give this love or this relationship a chance, right? Or this person literally trying to gather up the strength to have this conversation with you, because it does feel as if this person, you floor this person. You make this person feel like they lose their breath. Okay? I don't know if it's just your energy or the things that you speak, or if you're so direct in terms of your communication, there is no room. Okay? There is no room for anything else. Okay? And it's just simply that's what it is. That's it. Okay? I'm hearing you floor this person. Okay? Either you make this person's mouth drop. Okay? Or you just leave them stuttering. So they don't really know what to say or how to communicate with you. Okay? The protection bracelet you gave him recently just broke. Oh, shit. Well, he may not need it no more. It's not always a bad thing. I'm trying to pronounce your name. I see the Lilith. Is it dead Lilith? Deed Lilith? Okay. But this is the overall energy for the connection between the two of y'all. I caught you with the draw. I was wondering, I was like, you answered my question. Because I was so wondering. I was like, huh? Okay. The Ten of Pentacles is here. This person wants the Ten of Pentacles with you. This person wants the Ten of Pentacles with you. They want the connection with you. For some of you guys, I don't know why I am seeing, now this looks so strange, but I see, you can see my earrings and then you can see my head right here, and it literally looks like a woman's ovaries. It looks like feminine genitalia, like the insides. Look at it. That's so strange. I don't know why I look like that. You know what that means. You know what that means. Because I've been picking up on a lot of pregnancy energy. Or just feminine energy. Menstrual energy. Maybe somebody felt like, oh, you were just menstruating at the time. I don't know. But take what resonates as always. But the first thing that came to my mind, okay, was pregnancy. This lady just walked by pushing a stroller. This is like my third time seeing this lady this morning since I left the house. She was on the block. Then she came. This is my third time seeing that lady. But this is where this person is, right? Oh my God, that feels so good. I don't know what I had in my eye. But this is where this person is. They're hung up. They caught up. I'm hearing that Usher song. I'm so caught up. Got me feeling it. Caught up. I don't know what it is. She seemed to got me twisted. Okay. could be having surgery too. Okay? Now that you said that, I'm looking at this hangman card a little bit different too. Either someone be feeling like there's something that some type of something that goes. Now, you know what? I did do a reading where I talked about somebody was doing womb magic on a during full moons. Okay, and that's what I'm kind of feeling from this hangman energy, is that someone is, this is strange. Someone could have some type of trauma surrounding their physical nature in terms of their genitalia. Okay, because I am picking up on that right now. I'm trying to find the proper words to use. So I know TikTok will be like, restricted, restricted. And I'll be like, God damn, TikTok, what'd I say? Because they done hit me twice in the past 2 days with that. I'm like, what did I say? So I just know it's somebody who joins the live and they don't like it. And so they, you know what I'm saying? So they do little weird stuff like that. I don't care. I still got other platforms to be on. And I'm still going to post my content. But anyway. Because something about deflowering someone is what I'm picking up on. If you understand the pun behind the words that I'm saying when deflowering somebody. But it's like someone either wanted to take away someone's feminine reproductive right is what I'm hearing with this magic that they were doing. And somehow that tends to affect this masculine is what I'm hearing. But that's what somebody was doing. They wanted their workings or their work that they were doing to affect the divine masculine or the masculine energy in terms of this feminine. Okay? And I'm literally hearing that Lil Wayne song, don't play in her garden. Wait, do it say don't play in her garden and don't smell her flowers? So, okay. King of Swords energy in the reverse with the hangman energy right here. This is somebody who was telling this masculine energy, because you do have a spiritual gift or you are into spiritual things or you just have a different belief system. Whether that just be you're an omnist or you like crystals, candle magic is what I'm hearing, apothecary things, self-healing modalities and tools, because you like things of this nature. They were literally filling this masculine's head with the belief system that if he were to lay with you or lay next to you or be around you or eat with you, sleep with you, whatever, that it was going to affect him. So that was the belief system. That's the belief system that they were portraying to this masculine energy. I remember speaking to a masculine a couple years ago, and he was telling me that I don't know if this was something that what he was listening to, because, there's plenty of information out there, right? There's all kind of information, whether it be on TikTok, whether it be on YouTube, whether it be on Facebook, where people start explaining the difference between the light and the dark. And so some people will believe that the dark or the feminine energy, the moon, the yang to the yin. I hope I got that right this time. The yang to the yin, that dark feminine energy is actually bad, right? And so he was explaining that to me well, he didn't explain it, but it was just something that he said, and I was like, no, that's incorrect. That the dark energy is feminine energy. And just imagine teaching someone who either taught him that or told him that was keeping him from being able to connect with feminine energy, not only for himself, but for him being able to find or be with someone who operates in a healthy feminine space. Ain't that fucked up? Because believing that will keep you from being able to be open to the experience of the dark. That also affects the masculine from being able to truly embrace the darker side of him too, right? Which means that he'll be easily manipulated, because you will like the light, right? Just like the reading that I had where I talk about, and I haven't posted it on TikTok yet, so that is something that I have to do, but it is on my YouTube channel. It's also on Facebook. My Facebook reels are back up doing numbers again. So weird. But in this particular video, I was talking about why the karmic was so attached to the divine masculine. So the karmic feminine, who is dealing with the divine masculine, who is separated from the divine feminine that they are supposed to be with. And the reason that they're separated, and the reason that this karmic is so attached to this masculine energy, is because it's the masculine's light. It absolutely has nothing to do with, I was like, well, is it the masculine's money? I'm asking spirit this. I'm laying down one day. I'm like, well, I'm not finna do a reading right now, but since you're giving me this download, well, what the hell is it about the masculine that this karmic feminine just can't leave this masculine alone? It's the light. It's this masculine's light. It ain't the masculine's money. It ain't the masculine's, they're not trying to trap the masculine. It's just the light. They're attracted to the light. Think about how many of us here who have exes from our past who are not trying to let us go. And the more that we ascend, think about how many energy readings or tarot readings or mediumship, whatever that you hear, yet confirmation, right? I didn't even think about that. But that you hear and the things that you witness, where you're like, all these people are coming back. They're coming back. They're coming back. They're coming back, because they are attracted to your light. The more that you ascend, the more that you grow, the more that you find confidence and value in yourself, and you've detached from them because you know better and you have the understanding, right? Like we were talking about earlier. You have that. So guess what? They're attracted to you. But that's what the purpose of these karmics are, for the masculine energy particularly. And again, I know that we resonate with the masculine energy as well. So there's pieces of our masculine energy, right? Sorry, I know you guys can't really see it, but the root, right? There's pieces of our masculine energy where they tried to keep us from, right? There was somewhere I was going with this, and I lost I lost my train of thought. But there's pieces of the masculine energy that they try to keep us detached from, whether that be our confidence in terms of the communication that we receive from the divine and having that understanding, right? And being able to incorporate this within our solar plexus so that we can create things and be rooted in our masculine energy, right? So even if this resonates with you in that way, right? That where your masculine energy is being distorted in some way, where it's harder for you to be able to pull your beliefs or your manifestations down because they're attacking your confidence or the fact that you value yourself, or they're attacking your solar plexus so that you don't feel empowered, right? Sorry, I know you guys can't see that very well, but right? But that's also being attacked in terms of your the person that you're supposed to be with. Even if you haven't met this individual yet, you don't know who this person is. That's what they're going through, because your person, even if you have not met them yet, they're going to be a mirror of you. So this is what they're healing right now, right? And as we shift collectively and we work on our ability to detach, creating that detachment so that we can create value, right? So that we can create confidence. Well, I'm going to say so that we can create value, create confidence, which will create value, which will then empower us, right? What's here? Six of Cups is in the reverse. Three Pentacles is in the reverse. And so what they're doing, or what is being done right now collectively, is that they're trying to get you to be disconnected from your emotion. And I'll tell you something. This is how I've been feeling lately. And you let me know if you guys been feeling like this too. I had the ability, let me say this. I had the ability yesterday to finally feel at rest and at peace yesterday, because I'm always doing so many different things. Like when I tell you my schedule is full, I stay busy. And so there's never a moment when I don't have anything to do. Like never, right? And so with that being said, sometimes I just get I'm on go, that even in the moments where I rest for like an hour, I feel guilty, right? But what it has done is it has created a space to where yesterday I was happy, so happy. Happiness to the point where you would have cried tears of joy. That type of happiness. When I tell you that I literally was so detached from my emotions that I could not even be like, and normally what I would do is I would cry. I'm sensitive like that, right? I'm extremely sensitive. Normally I would be like, oh my God, this is so great. I just finally have a sense of peace. Like I don't have to really do anything. Like normally I would cry because I'd be so damn happy. Yesterday I was like, I wanted to, the tears wouldn't form. And I'll say this, because look, the detachment, right? We talked about the detachment, the high priestess energy in the reverse. So when you're in spaces that literally continue to attack your ability to feel a sense of peace, right? The home energy representing just your physical body. It could be your home environment. It doesn't matter. But this home in this moment right now, as I'm describing this to you, this is about your sense of peace. So at any moment where your sense of peace is constantly being attacked because you're constantly on go, you're going to feel detached. You're going to feel burdened, right? Ten of Wands. You're going to feel all of that kind of energy like that, right? To where good emotional things that you should be feeling, you feel so numb. That's not normal. But I will say this, because I'm going to take this back to the beginning of this reading before I pulled these tarot cards, and we were just looking at looking at these four cards right here, right? The coffee house, the home, the kitchen, and the vertical. Oh, okay, cool. I meant to send her a message. I'll send it in a minute because I'm about to end this live at 12, so I'll write her back in just a second. I should write her back now, but let me finish this message first. So the basis of this reading, right? The basic of this reading. Why is everybody hitting me up right now? So the basis of this reading is that really. So the basis of this reading is why did this happen? right? And trying to figure out why this happened. Why did you feel this downward spiral? Why did you feel as if you were being, you weren't being elevated? Why did you feel as if things were not going in the right direction for you? And remember, the Emperor card is what came out, right? So when I got to pulling on that, and I'm like, okay, well, Spirit, why did you allow this to happen? The Emperor card came out, and the Emperor card, boom, was clarified by the, well, first, no, the Queen of Cups is what came out in the reverse, and then the Emperor and something else came out. But it was basically stating that because you were supposed to be in an energy to be like more than that. It was supposed to be bigger than that, but it was supposed to connect you to your masculine energy so that you could do more. And now as I'm saying this to you and I'm reiterating the energy back to myself, it's like Spirit wanted us to be detached so that we could bulldoze through things. And it's almost like Spirit, you know how Spirit will allow us to be like almost like a pawn in the spiritual warfare, because then Spirit can attack the very thing that needs to be tightened up. So it's like Spirit will, if you're a very empathic person, very sensitive person, a person with a lot of big emotion, what Spirit did essentially in your home environment, in your space where you create peace, it allowed disruptance to happen. And so that disruptance, that feeling of what happened is it created a beast, it created a monster it within you, though. Like, it created this energy to be able to, for you to be like, okay, I'm gonna persevere and I'm gonna move through this, right? I'm not feeling things because, oh, if you feel too much, being the empath that you are, you will start nurturing and catering to an environment that Spirit is trying to remove you from. Does that make sense? So Spirit literally had to put us, or put you, into a masculine energy so that you can bulldoze through this obstacle. And it may seem like, man, why do I not feel like I'm getting anywhere? Why does it not feel like I'm able to get any peace? Why does it not feel like that I'm rising? But it was literally because the Strength card is right here. But it was literally just so that you could feel, ooh, and I'm hearing this apathy. And you know, the apathy is the opposite of empathy. Meaning that you didn't have no excuses for anything, nowhere. And not even for yourself, because you put so much on your plate, so much to get done, that it allowed you to create this stable foundation, right? Where was that card at? The Knight of Pentacles. There it goes. Remember, we got the Lover's card that's in the reverse, baby. The Lover's card is in the reverse. So there was no emotion that was connected to the space that you were in, because if you would have been operating in that space, you would have had the ability to create a new foundation. You wouldn't have had the ability to disconnect emotionally and say, you know what? I'm cool on this. Even if this is, remember, this is pertaining to, this is the love reading. This is the love reading. And love is not always smiles and great times and, oh, let's have a conversation and hash it out. Sometimes not between the sheets. That's funny. But sometimes love really looks like, love can look like, let me say that, love can look like detachment, basically. It can look like especially when it's love for self. And that's the lesson that Spirit has been teaching us, a lot of us who have, for a lot of us who started this journey, I feel like in 2020, because it feels like from what I've kind of witnessed with everybody who's kind of like, who've gravitated towards me, we've all started our spiritual journey around the same time. But when we came into this spiritual journey, we came into it with this energy of like, oh, I just want to understand everybody. And we have understanding. And if I listen to you, and if I'm empathetic with you, then, you know, I understand that you're a reflection of me, even at my worst moment. And if you gave that kindness and that compassion to people who were absolutely fucking monsters to you, you would get slapped around enough where you were like, okay, hold on, wait a minute. Right? And so now that's where we are. Now that's where we are. Or we're like, okay, yeah, no. Yeah, no. But it took a minute for us to get it because we still had all of these traumatic attachments to the fact that we allow people connections that devalued us, right, to throw off our understanding. And basically what was happening is that Spirit was communicating us. We were getting all kind of downloads. Your spiritual gifts, you were going through you went, I don't know how many spiritual ascensions and awakenings that you went through. We went through. I went through. I probably on like number 25 at this point, right? Each spiritual ascension was different. We always thought we were closer to union, right? For those of you who resonate with the Twin Flame Collective, right? You always thought you were closer to union. You always thought you were closer to meeting the one or meeting your soul tribe. No, your ascension looked like you developing your spiritual gifts. You always thought you were that much closer to winning the lottery or winning a large sum of money. Happy anniversary. And, you know, you always thought you were so much closer to something, but that inheritance in those gifts and these ascension processes came with new spiritual gifts, new spiritual gifts that allowed you the ability to understand the trauma and the triggers. Especially when you are meeting new people. How do you deal with these new people? Oh, they remind you of somebody else, right? Remember that person remember that family member that you were dealing with? This new person that you met that you thought you was going to be cool with, they act just like that family member, right? The neighbor that you thought was so cool, they act just like that friend that you had back in 2019. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, all of this ascension was for you to understand so that you can have the confidence to value yourself, so that you can detach, so that you can create empowerment. Because you've asked for Spirit to communicate with you. Oh, Spirit, tell me what I need to know. Oh, Spirit, I'm meditating. I need to hear it. Oh, Spirit, I'm listening. Well, Spirit's like, okay, well, I want you to understand something. You have been devaluing yourself because you've allowed your trauma and your triggers to keep you stuck. When the whole time what Spirit was trying to teach us was the detachment. Now that we're in this space of now that we're in a space to where we're learning how to detach through apathy. She said, okay, now I feel slow. She said, it's so bright in your room. I know, right? I'm sorry. It's the light. It's my light. It's my light. No, I'm just kidding. But now that we have the ability that we've been able to create detachment from the triggers and the trauma, right? Now our root chakra is getting stronger, right? Which is allowing us to tap into what? That divine masculine energy. And that's what Spirit was trying to get us to do, is to balance it out. Right now we're in Libra season. The scales must be balanced. The second time too. You are so welcome. So anyways, that's what I have for you guys. That's what I have for you guys. I plan on making these readings just like this, where I read, I break it down. Again, this is what I do in my personal readings. So if you book any readings with me, this is what our personal readings are like. I pull cards, I break it down, you take your notes, right? I always tell people to come with a pen and paper when I do readings, because boom, this is what we do. Me, my spiritual team, your spiritual team, we knock it out like this, okay? I'm saying it got bright when you started talking about detachment, and when you went back to, oh, okay, yeah. That's exactly what Spirit is saying, detachment. And that's what I've been feeling, you guys, lately. I literally have. I've been feeling so detached from so much. And yesterday was a great day. I received an amazing gift yesterday. And I literally wanted to cry. And not, baby, no tears. Thank you so much. I had no tears at all yesterday. None. I tried. I was like, why am I not crying? I had nothing. It did. I was like, damn. I couldn't even cry. I wanted to go tell the lady thank you. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. No tears. I was like, girl, you ain't got no, girl, stop. Because you don't really got no tears. Right. I was like, damn, this is where we at now? We don't got the same emotion no more. But it's funny because look, a Libra reading just popped up. It says, in the end, you were strong, right? Because literally before, and I realized this, and I've seen other readers say this too, we're literally shifting back to how we used to. Oh, thank you. I will. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But we're literally shifting back to how we used to be before we went into our spiritual awakening, right? Because before we had our spiritual awakening, we weren't looking at people like, I mean, granted, I'm pretty sure we were kind people, but we weren't just like, oh, we have to meet people with so much compassion and understanding, right? And then we had our spiritual awakening. We were like, oh, they don't know any better. And then they kept beating us up and hurting our feelings and all type of other crazy shit, right? And now we're shifting back, because I literally felt myself being like the bitch that I used to be before I started my spiritual journey. Like, I'm a bitch. I am. I own it. I'm proud of it too. I know I am. But I literally feel myself shifting back to that. And so it's like a culminate. It's like I want to use that word culmination so bad today. But it's literally like a culmination of that masculine energy that really doesn't have that ability, that feeling, right? That overwhelming emotion. And then that dark feminine energy. It's just like, I wish you would fucking try it out. Right? And I really feel like that's the balance that the universe is creating, or the divine, for the divine feminine and the divine masculine, because they both need it. Right? Because the divine masculine is tired of dealing with the people that they've been with. And the divine feminine is tired of being pushed over by the people that she was dealing with, whether they be family or friends. So they're, yeah. I appreciate you too. Thank you. This was so much fun. Thank you, Queen T. Thank you. Is it Deed Lilith? I don't know how to pronounce it, but you were so much fun today. Sarah, as always, I'm always so appreciative of you, Empress. Where my girl Misha? Misha, thank you for being here. Lisa, thank you for being here. We was deep up in here for a minute. Sayute. I don't know. Somebody up in here. Janet, thank you. I appreciate you guys. As always, I will see you guys later. Okay? And I will make sure I get those readings posted because I have plenty. So I will be posting after my meeting. So like 2 o'clock this afternoon. 2 or 3 o'clock, depending upon where you are. I'll be posting again. All right? If you need me, you can always head to my bio. Book me. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I love you guys. I hope you have a great afternoon. And I'll see you guys later. Love and light. Peace.